So, on the 6th of March 2021, I did the charity ride for the charity Headspace. So this video will be following me along on the 24-hour ride. Let's get into it. So the time came to get up and get prepared for the ride. So I grabbed my porridge and yogurt. Boom! 7 AM rolled around. So it was time to begin the ride on a friend's bike, because my bike needed to be fixed up. So we headed out for this awesome charity Headspace that helps youth with providing early intervention and mental health services to 12 to 25-year-olds. So with this, we began the ride along the back streets of town, along under the cloudy sky, feeling pumped and rolling along smoothly. As I pedaled along, I had my awesome support crew to fist bump along the way, which was my 2 friends and my dad throughout the majority of the 24-hour period. Down through the main streets, which led me to the new Headspace building in Katoomba, just after 9 AM, and this building opened recently in Katoomba. So once finished going past the new Headspace building, I made my way towards Blackheath via some back streets and back bike paths. Through some bush. I soon found my hands getting cold, so I quickly popped into the hardware store and picked up some gardening gloves. So I continued along the way via a track next to the train line that would lead me towards Mount Victoria around 10 AM. Where I would see my awesome pit crew. And I headed down the hill that would take me through the wonderful lush green bush on the old historic trail, which would lead me to Hartley Vale. Through the town and out, on the back quiet roads, with awesome views up onto the awesome mountain ranges in every which way you looked. all the way along that road towards Lithgow. And headed towards a dirt trail which would lead me into Lithgow. Once on the dirt trail, I made my way along the windy road and up the hill with views out towards Mount Victoria and out towards Mount Katoomba, where I'll be heading on later on in the ride. So we made it to the wonderful lookout around 12 midday. Which was looking over the mountains towards Oban and out to Bathurst as well. Now we could head down into Lithgow, down the dirt hill and into the streets. And along the main road to Macca's to grab some lunch. We would now head down along the highway, past Hartley. and onto the scenically stunning back roads, which would cross past where I had been a few hours earlier. So now we could head up the very windy road and up onto the Darling Causeway, where the clouds had started to become many clouds. So as I came to where I would turn off, there was a dirt trail, so I popped on there for the last 1k or so. So now I was making my way towards Richmond by a few back trails. So we pedalled along the Belzona Road where it got burned in the big fires in 2019. Where we soon came to the turn-off for Mount Wilson. So I followed the flat, windy roads as the time ticked on by. The clock struck 4 p.m. As we headed up the back trails thick with the bush to the beautiful roads of Mount Wilson. Just pedalling through the tall trees and the ferns, which made the road the magical thing it is. As we made our way to an old road with an old bridge on it. But before we could get to the old bridge, we needed to head down the old, steep, forgotten road, deep into the valley floor. Once at the valley floor, we could cross the broken bridge that would get us across the river safely. So we began to climb our way up the track that was cut into the side of the cliff, along the slowly rotting away track that would take us up the hill and once at the top near Bilpin, the clock struck 7 PM, which made it 12 hours. We've been on our ride for 12 hours so far. Awesome, good work team, that's halfway. Going good, raising that money for Headspace.
That was great. Solid effort. Yes.
So that meant it was starting to get dark, which would mean it was the beginning of the 10 hours of darkness, with the moon poking through the clouds every so often. And also my dad and my friend James in the car with the lights shining on me through some of the trails. But before heading past Bilpin, me and my pit crew had a good old dinner break at the Bilpin Fruit Bowl. So once we finished our chicken and juice, I was back on the road, ready for the night session, which started with the long dirt road which would wriggle its way through the Devil's Wilderness. Long steep hills up and down through the darkness. Which led us out to near Cowajong, where it would strike midnight, 12 AM. And out back along towards Richmond on the road, where we passed newly built towns and crossed a couple of bridges, and through Richmond and eventually out towards Penrith. along the very long road, which was also a main road, and it was very quiet at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I also started to get tired along that road. Oh boy, was I getting tired. Then we came into Penrith just before 4 AM, where all the party revellers were heading home. So we moved on past them, across the bridge and over the Nepean River, and up a back trail towards Lapsden and into Glenbrook, around 4:30 AM in the morning, to have a nice snack and get ready to pedal along for the last 2 hours of the 24-hour ride for the charity Headspace. So once we had our snack, we made our way towards Springwood, getting there just after 6 AM, as the sun was rising, as it would create an awesome sunrise finish soon. So we would pedal along towards Wimberley as the sun was starting to rise, creating an awesome golden glow light smashing through the tall trees, bringing the encouragement to cross over the 7 AM mark, which would make the 24 hours. To soon pedal down the hill to get to the morning sun glow, the golden sun glow over the Hawkesbury lookout. Wow, epic, we did it! I could not have done this without my awesome support crew, James, Dylan, and my dad. And also everyone who supported me along the way, sending me messages and just cheering me on. And the great charity Headspace, which as I'm recording this voiceover, we have raised $530 for. Headspace centres act as a one-stop shop for young people who need help with mental health, physical health, alcohol and other drug or work and study support. Headspace Youth Mental Health Foundation provides early intervention mental health services to 12 to 25-year-olds. The link is down below to learn more about Headspace and to donate. Awesome, so we finished the 24-hour ride. We donated a whole bunch of money to Headspace. And yeah, so, woo! Yeah, we're finished it. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe and don't forget to get out there and have an epic adventure. Till next time, adventure is just outside your door. Mental health, physical health, alcohol and drug services in work and study. They can help you through all that time. More than 75% of mental health issues develop before a person turns 25, which may be caused by some type of depression or anxiety. The great thing about Headspace is you can